the late game that everyone was looking forward to seeing. Tampa and Green Bay. Again, just like the Bills, you want to talk about shorthanded? Both teams missing a ton of people. Devontae Adams is never walking through that door again for Green Bay. And you're going to have to put it together with these young kids. That's it. You're going to have to put it together with whatever young kids are going to answer the bell and be healthy. And they're getting healthier on the offensive line, and they still have Aaron Rodgers with his clear eyes and full heart and cup of tea. And they jumped on him. They jumped on him and put 14 points on the board real fast.
Yeah, real fast.
And that's what they had to do yesterday. Certainly because Brady, you want to talk about shorthanded, Mike Evans throwing hands with Marcus Lattimore the week before. He's out. Julio Jones, he's hurt already. Chris Godwin got re-hurt, hopefully not for a long time. He's missing his center. He was missing his left tackle, Brady. He's missing his Gronk. He's missing everything. And you jump on them early and you keep Brady down. That's the way you're going to win this football game. But that Bucs defense, man, they will just, that's what I'm hanging my hat on, having chosen the Bucs to win the NFC. I'm still hanging my hat on that. That Vita Vea, that big, huge-ass bowling ball in the middle of their defensive line, that in the red zone, in the lower red, by the way, I'm always hearing this high red zone, low red zone conversation these days. For those who are wondering, high red zone is just right around the 20-yard line. Low red zone is when you're inside the 5. So you're inside the 5. And they dropped Vita Vea in coverage, and he blew up Aaron Jones and caused a fumble. This defense is outstanding. And guess what happened with Brady towards the end of the game? They start putting it together. He starts putting it together, and the Packers let him march down the field and score a touchdown with hardly any time left, and then a 2-point conversion. Somehow, some way, the Bucs do not get that play off. And it's a delay of game. So now they got to score from the 7-yard line, totally different ball of wax than the 2, and the Bucs don't convert, and the Bucs are now 2-1, knocked from the ranks of the unbeaten early on, and the Packers respond from that goose egg that they laid in Minnesota with back-to-back wins over the Bears, and now the Bucs. And what a huge tiebreak this will be. It's entirely possible. We'll see what happens with the Eagles. We will see what happens in the NFC West, whether it is the Rams and the Niners, and they play one another on Monday night, 1 week from tonight, to wrap up week 4 in a huge game there. Just got to wonder, does this mean a potential last game between the two 12-wearing goats would happen in Lambeau Field? Huge tiebreak in the back pocket of the Packers moving forward. Green Bay's defense is just as championship quality as Tampa's. We saw that yesterday. But one thing that I'm hanging my hat on if I'm Tom Brady is I'm going to get my guys back sooner rather than later. And he was asked after the game about why the 2-point conversion was a 2.0, not a 1.0, because of the delay of game penalty.
Yeah, I just looked up and we had just a bad execution. It's really what it is.
Nothing more. Did you try to check to a run at that point?
Yeah, it's just, there's a lot to it. So bad execution on offense at a time where we needed good execution and we didn't get it. And there was a lot of other times we had a lot of other bad execution. And I think the reality is when you do that, you don't have the opportunity to score points. So it was too many plays where we were behind the sticks and not good on third down, and penalties, turnovers, missed opportunities. And, defense played great. We got to play better on offense. We got to do a lot better job. We haven't scored many points all season. So 3 games, we got to get a lot better.
Go ahead, Mike Del Tufo.
What were they really thinking?
Do you see who I'm playing out there with? You want to talk about execution? I'm playing with guys that just, one guy DM'd me. Slid into my DMs on Instagram, Cole Beasley. We'll get him up to speed. But I'm playing with a bunch of guys that, And we're trying to move guys around. We're trying to motion guys. Yeah, I'm the GOAT. I don't know what to tell you. I got a whole bunch of new guys around here. I'm trying my hardest. We are. And by the way, I think you can buy this Forever Young t-shirt at tb12.com.
Kind of a cool shirt.
It is. But that's what he's really thinking. I'm just hoping he's not sitting there thinking, why the hell did I come back? I don't know. I've got my two. I don't know. I'm just seeing the lack of joy in his game. And I think part of that is he doesn't have his guys. He did have them for a hot minute in week 1. A hot minute. And then Julio's hurt and Godwin's hurt. And now he's down. He's feeling like he's back in New England in 2019, I bet, with all of his weapons around him.
Exactly.
And so he's just going to have to wait it out. The problem for the Bucs in the short term is the Kansas City Chiefs, who just spit the bit in Indianapolis, are coming in for Sunday Night Football next week. But we're still marathoning. We're not sprinting. However, in the marathon, the Packers are running this marathon with a tiebreak on Tom Brady and the Bucs in their back pocket when everybody comes back healthy and starts playing some serious football. When the stakes get higher and the weather gets colder.